Let's be honest, brother and sisters, the Roman Church and every bankrupt nation-state have always been kind of like that couple that can't seem to get enough of each other. Messy, complicated, and always leaving a trail of human rights violations in their wake. For centuries, religion has been used to justify everything from irreligious wars for profit to, well, more political wars for worthless and inflationary Jesuit profit. It's like the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card for power-hungry leaders throughout history. Even today, the Roman Catholic Church's sphere of influence on world politics is about as subtle as a brick through a stained glass window. From unlawfully influencing elections to shaping social policy, religious Jesuit institutions continue to throw their weight around every country in bankruptcy. And why not? It's a smart move if no one can stop them, really. After all, what better way to ensure your global Jesuit agenda gets pushed through than to convince people of the world it's God's will, so that countless billions continue to live in commercial sin by transgressions against sacred the UDHR covenant. Sometimes it's about the slow, steady drip of the sphere of influence. The Roman Catholic Church is a master of this subtle approach, slowly shaping societal norms and values over generations with whitewashed images of grave deception. So, yeah, next time someone tells you Jesuit religion and Jesuit politics don't mix, just point them to the vicarship position and pretty much all throughout Jesuit history. Now let's talk about the man, the myth, the human rights violator himself, the Jesuit Pope for profit. I'm talking about the satanic P, the head honcho of the paedophile sanctuary, the guy who gets to rock that bishop hat and those stolen robes. He's not just some dude in a funny outfit, though. Oh no, he's the spiritual leader and private diplomat of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide, which, let's be honest, is more followers than any influencer could ever dream of. The Jesuit Pope for profit's diplomatic reach extends far beyond the walls of the Vatican city-state. I'm talking global influence, brothers and sisters. He's a spiritual leader, sure, but he's also a political powerhouse in private diplomacy. World leaders of bankrupt countries hang on his every word, hoping for a papal thumbs up or maybe even a retweet from the stand-in for the Greek Jesus idol. And it's not just about shaking hands and kissing babies' penises either, although there's plenty of allegation of rituals committed behind closed doors also. The Jesuit Pope for profit has some serious morality problems. When he speaks out against injustice or poverty, people listen, since he speaks on behalf of the Greek Jesus image. But even the Jesuit Pope for profit is definitely not above human rights criticism. Now, let's talk about the Ethiopian Lion of Judah, because who doesn't love a righteous lion king? Am I right? This isn't just some cute Ethiopic icon, though. This majestic beast has been a powerful symbol for centuries, representing everything from divine royalty and diplomatic strength to, more recently, political resistance and social justice. You see, the Ethiopian Lion of Judah has deep roots in both religious and cultural traditions. In the Ethiopian Bible, it's associated with the tribe, Solomonic dynasty, of Judah, children of the lawgiver, and ultimately with the risen Yeshua, the Redeemer himself. But this isn't just a religious icon, brothers and sisters. Over time, the Ethiopian Lion of Judah has been adopted by various groups and movements as a symbol of Jesuit defiance and the fight for human rights liberation from underneath geopolitical Jesuit tyranny. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and human rights resistance can diplomatically rise from the most unexpected places. Serious crime of religious larceny, whitewashing history, when Ethiopian saints get a Jesuit makeover. All right, let's talk about something we've all seen before, even if we didn't realize it. Historical Jesuit whitewashing. It's like that Instagram filter that makes everything look perfect and blemish-free. Except instead of your breakfast, it's applied to, well, history. The Roman Catholic Church, despite what you might think, isn't immune to this urge to airbrush the past. For centuries, religious figures at the Vatican have been depicted in a very particular way, often with, shall we say, a certain lack of diversity and humility. The good news is, more and more people are calling out this Jesuit BS and demanding a more accurate and inclusive geopolitical system in collective security. all for one Yahweh and one Yahweh for all. End Jesuitism now, #expose the shepherd, public outrage, and the church's dirty laundry. Okay, let's address the Jesuit elephant in the room, or should we say the skeletons in the Vicar for Profit's closet. Because let's face it, brothers and sisters, the Roman Catholic Church, like any powerful Jesuit institution, has had its fair share of paedophilia scandals and religious controversies. I'm talking financial corruption, abuse of international political power, and cover-ups that would make even the most cynical politician blush. And in the age of social media, guess what? You can't hide this stuff anymore. From individual whistleblowers to large-scale human rights movements like #End Jesuitism, now people are no longer afraid to speak out against injustice and demand accountability, even from powerful religious Jesuit institutions. It's like that moment when you realize the Wizard of Oz is just some Jesuit behind a curtain. This public outrage isn't just about holding individuals at the Vatican accountable, though. It's about demanding social and political transformation for immediate systemic change and a complete overhaul of the way these Jesuit institutions operate. Your voice matters. So join the chosen few and help bring human rights light to all peoples. Contact kingdomofdebrisite@gmail.com.